Peace to everyone who was tuned in. Let's talk about loving yourself more unconditionally and how you can love yourself more unconditionally moving forward. Because we all know that love is the highest vibration in this universe, and it is the highest vibration that there is. It is literally the foundation and building block of life. So here we go. First, we'll start by addressing the truth that God is love, and you and I are made in the image and likeness of God. That is true across any formed religion in this world, and even intuitively, innately, if you go do a random poll to strangers on the street and ask them how would they describe God, unless they've been through some serious trauma that would prevent them from seeing this truth temporarily, everyone would say more than likely that God is love. So, since you are made in God's image, it must follow that in your purest and truest essence, you are a piece of this divine love. You are divine love incarnated. Now, why this is important is because if you have been struggling with the concept of self-love, it's not necessarily that you don't love yourself. In fact, you do already love yourself unconditionally. It's just that you haven't been paying attention to this truth. You haven't, and whatsoever, we all know that whatsoever you place your focus and your attention on, you give the power to expand within your awareness and your consciousness. So it's not that you don't love yourself, it's just that you have not been paying attention to how you already do. And I will expand on this more so that you see where I'm coming from. Now, the divine love that lives within you naturally is life sustaining and life guiding. Life sustaining and life guiding energy. You don't have to think about your heart beating or breathing, because there is a divine force of love that lives within you that does all of these things for you, transporting the energy and the food you eat, etc., etc., all the different functions of the body. And you should probably go do a YouTube search after you watch this and just look up all of the ways in which all the many different functions and millions upon billions and trillions of cells that live within you that work for you to keep you alive, to keep you healthy, to keep you mentally and physically healthy. Now, this divine love that lives within you is that which you are in your highest and most purest form. It is who you are. It's the divine love that you are, right? And so the reason why I highlight this is because this love is unconditional. It is so unconditional that if you put your hand on your chest right now and feel your heart beating, just tap into the awareness that this same heartbeat that you're experiencing right now through filling your chest with your hands, or just simply being silent while you listen to me and feeling for your heartbeat, you can ponder and meditate on the fact that this same heartbeat beats inside the chest of every sentient being upon this earth, whether they're human, animal, marine life. They all have a heartbeat. All of us. That is the one God that there is living within each and every one of us. Our heart, your heart chakra. That's your physical heart is a physical manifestation of the heart where God lives within you. And so You can also meditate on that, meditating on oneness in your private time later on after you watch this video or anytime you have free time. But for the purpose of this discussion, that divine love that does everything for you also guides you to do little things in your everyday life, like your daily grooming, like your, you know, like putting on clothes, like going about your day-to-day activities, following, being in alignment with your goals, creating according to your preferences and your desired outcomes, and getting your voice out there in the world through your authentic expression, yada yada yada, right? So the reason why this is important and how it relates to self-love is you can notice that this is in essence you loving yourself. There's no separation from this loving, guiding, life-sustaining force and you yourself. So if you just tune in to all of the little daily things that you do to love yourself, the first thing being getting out of bed and going about your purpose. If you would just tune your awareness into this consciously, making the unconscious conscious, you would develop a deeper, unconditional self-love. And when you even think about your journey up until this point, you can have some retrospect and just see, damn, throughout every single thing that I've been through in life, even if I didn't have a single person next to me in my toughest moments, or even if I did, I was always there for me. It has always been me. I'm the one who has always been there for me through every single little thing, through every breakthrough, through every come up, through every single thing. And I'm still here for myself to this day. And if you're watching this video, 9 times out of 10 is because you are intending to expand your consciousness and benefit from the value in this content in some way. And that is love, that is self-love. And so when you reflect on these things and give it some attention, give it your awareness, then that continues to expand within your consciousness. Now just take it moment by moment from there. Whenever that you're going about your daily grooming, take time to give thanks to yourself and acknowledge yourself for loving yourself so much that you are taking the time out to care for and nurture yourself. It's just like if any of y'all out there have children or someone in your life that is small and depends on the love and care of another, and you take care of them, or even a pet, you know innately and intuitively that what you're doing when you feed, when you groom, when you walk, when you clean up this pet's fecal matter, everything, the whole nine, you know that you are loving and caring for this being. And so you deserve that same, you deserve to shine that same light on yourself. Because I don't know if you know it or not, but there's a lot of souls that wanted to be a part of this journey, but they couldn't because they weren't in a level of, they weren't at a level of consciousness yet to be able to handle what comes with being a human, because life is meant to be easy and life is meant to be a loving and joyful experience, but not every part of life is easy. So you need to congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being present here at this time, especially when the consciousness is shifting so much. That in and of itself deserves You deserve your own praise. You deserve your own gratitude. And for the ways in you should look at yourself as someone who you are here to love, because you are divine love itself. And so the purpose of this life is to experience that viscerally, to experience the love that you really are. So play pretend with me, and this is really the truth. Make believe every moment of every day from here on out that you, your character, your avatar, your human expression is someone who the God, the Most High, higher self, source has given as an assignment to love. You are put here to love yourself in whatever way that looks like. And the more that you love yourself, the more you are filling yourself up to be that love in the world that you have been called to be. Because we all know that you can't love others if you have not filled up your own cup. You can't serve from an empty vessel. We've all heard that before. So you must fill yourself up first. Loving yourself is your first responsibility before giving love to anyone. So even in those examples I gave, if you are the legal guardian or caretaker for a small child or a pet or anything that depends solely upon you for its well-being and existence, that same love that you give to them, you have a responsibility to give that love to yourself first. And the more that you do that, that energy, that divine love, that divine loving energy will be the vibration that you're sending out. You'll be radiating that divine love from your being. And it's a domino effect. You'll then have more love to give to those children. You'll have more love to give to your pets. You'll have more love to give to everyone who you interact with throughout a day. So, guys, all it takes is your awareness, and all it takes is to be thankful to yourself for being there for yourself. That is how you develop, that's how you become your own best friend. Is that you see that no matter what, you're always there for yourself. Loving yourself, allowing yourself to grow and expand through all of your experiences. So, guys, that's all I got for right now. Until next time, y'all stay good, stay empowered, and keep winning and grinning.